Hey guys, I wanted to share with you some feedback after I ordered some of my shirts so I can see exactly what they look like compared to the designs and the product pages so that you can make great looking shirts. Now, this is the best practices, and I didn't catch this the first time I read through this. It says design the entire shirt. You're submitting a 15 by 18 rectangular artwork, and that's what comes back to those dimensions. Remember the 4,500 across, 5,400 high. Well, that represents 15 inches and 18 inches at 300 dpi. So study this. I know some of this might go a little bit over your head if you're not familiar with Photoshop or photo editing. There's not a lot of things you have to remember, but you do have to remember the dpi and the dimensions. But the pixels, whether it's 4,500 or 15 inches, 4,500 pixels, they're kind of the same thing. So I'm going down here and I'm reading this. It says you can certainly use the entire 15 by 18 space, but often customers find that a print is 18 inches to be overwhelming. By and large, we find that keeping your maximum dimensions to 12 inches or less will result in higher conversion rates. And I have to agree with that after getting some of my shirts in the mail. I got this shirt and I maxed this out. This is top to bottom. This is the full 18 by 15, and it just gets really close to the edge. So when you put this shirt on, it is starting to kind of wrap around your body, and it's tall top to bottom. So I want to show you a few tricks with Photoshop or any other photo editing software that you might be using to kind of make a 12 by 12 and kind of make it easy. So we're going to hop over to Photoshop. This might look a little different depending what type of program you are using, but as we do making a new image, what I was doing is 4,500 across, 5,400, 300 resolution. I'm maxing it out and then saving that file. So this is pixels. You see if we convert it to inches, it says it's 15 by 18 inches. If we did that, then we can go back to pixels and you see how it changes. But if we take it to 12 by 12, you're going to see that's 3,600 pixels square, 3,600 by 3,600. So that's what we're going to make, and you can see it gives us a nice square here. And I'm going to paste something in that I got saved that I know will fit in here. This is a mouse, and here from the whisker to the tail, it is 3,600 across, 3,600 high. See, there's a little bit of space. Now you've got this image, and you want to put it on a main image. Now maybe you want to keep it at the top or bottom. The trick that I would use is canvas size. Image size is going to be the size of the image, making it bigger or smaller. Canvas size is how big the background is. So right now it's 12 by 12. We're going to say we want this to be 15 by 18. And of course, if this was in pixels, it would say the same thing, 4,500 by 5,400. If I click over, it'll save as I go back and forth. Now this is the anchor. This is going to be where the original image stays. So if I put up here in the corner, it's going to spread the image out down this way. If I just put it at the top, it's going to spread it down and keep this as the very top, which you might want to do. I certainly wouldn't put left or right. Probably no matter what you're doing, you're going to keep it centered. I'm not sure why anybody would use bottom and put some space on the top, but maybe I want it to be at the top. Maybe I'll just keep it in the middle. I want you guys to see how this works, and we're just going to spread out that canvas size as I zoom out a little bit so that you can see it. You can see that we're back to our regular size, but now I know this image is both 12 by 12 and centered because of the way I stretched the canvas size on the outside. So I hope I didn't go too fast through this or go over your head with this. There are probably better, simpler ways to do this, but I say I'm not a Photoshop expert. I just know kind of enough to get around, and if I make an image 12 by 12, when I convert that over, I just want it to be centered. I don't want it to be kind of off on the side if I copied and pasted it into a new one. By stretching the canvas size or the background size, I know it's going to be the same on both sides. And then you may highlight this and move it up or down to find out where you want it. But I'm definitely leaning towards the 12 by 12 image to help with the conversion. Amazon does give you a lot of great information and feedback like that. They know what converts, and you want to take their advice on it. If there are times to use the full 15 by 18, then by all means do that. This isn't a use one or the other. I just want you guys to kind of have an idea what might work best. So definitely order one of your shirts, at least one, order several of them to see how they come out, and you may want to adjust your artwork creating strategies based on what you see. Think about the customer, whether you like it or maybe the customers are going to like it. Think of them first, and I think it will really help your conversion rates.